Hello and welcome back to the channel. And after just posting my video for the SJWs, who I just love so much, under my rants, I decided to give some facts, some news stories. So first of all, the first thing I want to do is do the slow clap of appreciation. Captain Marvel. She has proved us all wrong. All of the trolls, all of the trolls underneath the bridge, waiting to see a strong female character fail. She has proved us all wrong. The movie is now at 150 million or 155 million opening weekend, and as the weekend comes to a close, even with the international box office, it's looking to be about 400 mil, somewhere in there. So, we are including the box office total, but let's analyze why this is so. I cannot take away the domestic number of 155 mil. That is a very strong opening. But did you really expect less from a Marvel film coming off of Infinity War? I've had this chat and discussion with several people. It was always going to do well. There was this myth going around where they seemed to think that Captain Marvel wasn't going to do well. Rotten Tomatoes changed its whole entire webpage. And now, when the movie comes out, has gotten rid of 54,000 reviewers, who, by the way, you have to have a Rotten Tomato page to rate a movie or write a review. So I'm pretty sure they got rid of some people in there that have been giving reviews for a while. Normal, everyday folks such as myself. So Captain Marvel is on its high horse, and the media couldn't love it more. Because for a second they were sweating. They got nervous. Brie Larson said things that they thought were going to doom the world, and she doubled down. She doubled down, people. She stood by her convictions and led this train into victory. Actually, I would just like me personally, I would like to commend Brie Larson. Brie, you're a hero. Forget Captain Marvel, okay? As a character, you are Captain Marvel. I love you. I love your work. Stellar. Beautiful. So this box office opening weekend is to them the equivalent of winning the Super Bowl. All right? They feel vindicated that all these attacks they've been doing have been justified, and they've intensified and doubled down on this opinion. Okay? They're now saying the critics love it. Love it. Go on Rotten Tomato and see the 81% score, and then they read deeper. They love it so much that they rate it fresh, but their actual critique is like a 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10, right? Last time I checked, 4 was not even halfway to 10. But all of this pushing, all of the marketing, the great tie-in scam between Infinity War and between Endgame, and all of these things, the narratives that they have been raking. And what's a narrative, kids? For all of you who don't know, a narrative is a fictional tale. It is a narration created by a person and or a group of people. Not necessarily true, but it's what's being said, right? So the narrative is that Captain Marvel was doomed and then surpassed everyone's expectations and shut everyone up. Really? Really? You call this a victory? Rotten Tomatoes changed their website. Reviewers came out shilling hard, protecting this product. Good Morning America, CNN, all of these big name news companies, Jimmy Kimmel, all of these guys having Brie do the rounds, right? And you're telling me this movie wasn't going to succeed? Wasn't set up to do anything but succeed? I challenge, my Lee Cole challenge, not Captain Marvel challenge, my Lee Cole challenge is this. Go through any movie ever made up to this point and tell me at any time when a movie has been protected this hard by the critics. When a movie has been sheltered, when facts have been distorted, when things have been changed to fit this imaginary slate to prop up a film. When have anyone campaigned for a movie this hard? And I've seen some very left-leaning movies in my day, but never in my life for a movie that isn't really even, it's got politics, but they're not heavy. It was so protected. This is the movie they hung their hat on. This is the victory they wanted. And by George, if they didn't get that victory, right? I think if I look outside right now, I see a Tinker Day parade for Captain Marvel and its success. And the average fan has been duped. The average moviegoer has been hoodwinked. They've been swindled. They've been Rip Van Winkled. Thank you. Okay? They've been tricked, deceived, and every other iteration of the word into thinking that this movie is actually good. And the problem is, it's not bad, as I've said in my reviews. It's not bad, it's just not very good. It's mediocre. It's in the middle. It is the definition of mediocrity, following a film that was great and following what I hope is going to be as epic. With a weak tie-in, a weak character, and a good support. The support was the lifeblood of this film. But yet here we go with the box office numbers. And these guys riding it hard. Do you people have a concept? Do you have a clue how the box office works? Do you know about the box office? Because if you did, Solo rode high too, and it crash and burned. Why? It came off Last Jedi, arguably one of the worst Star Wars movies ever made. Most people agree it is. I share that opinion. But the other thing that it had is it didn't have big, good tie-in. It didn't have a good film that preceded it. Captain Marvel does. So the first weekend is always the highest grossing Marvel film week. That's historically, that is just proven. It's a fact. Your overall numbers are not going to be from one weekend. Now, don't get me wrong. It is a great opening. Great. Good for you, Marvel and Disney, for being the sly and conniving people that you are and sliding it in when you did. This character fails without Infinity War. That's not me ranting. That is proof. Fact. If you would have put a movie about a dog crossing the road and said it was tied into Infinity War, millions of people would have seen it. I guarantee you. If I told you that I had a movie coming out that ties into Infinity War, I could make money. That was never the issue. The quality of the film was the issue. But yet, these people with their box office figures come out and say this is a great victory. Bam! Knockout for the trolls. But then why are you still attacking us? Why did I still get a hateful little post on my board? Why do you care what we think? If you're so confident in your product, why are you afraid of what's going on in YouTube? Why are you changing the algorithm? Why are you covering up things on Rotten Tomatoes? Why are you changing scores and manipulating data? If a movie is good on its own merits, shouldn't you be behind it 100%? Does anyone remember the Super Bowl? They called it, I believe it was the Gate, something hilarious. I want to say, who is the owner of the Patriots? I don't really follow. Belichick, right? Bill Belichick and fixing the Super Bowl, right? Same difference. All the controversy surrounding it, they still won. That was a fact, but there was an ugly taint on that one particular victory, right? So they won, true. They had a great weekend that they were speculating, but they had to fix the game to get that. They couldn't let it go on its own merits. They couldn't put out the truth. They couldn't let the movie stand on its own. They gave it an extreme prop up, an extreme handicap, a crutch, if you will. And for what? No one likes Brie Larson in the Avengers cast. Watch the Jimmy Kimmel interview. She sticks her foot in her mouth and talks about how she doesn't like certain co-workers on her newest film, and she's only made like 3. And it wasn't King Kong. It wasn't Room, although the director didn't like her. She's a failed singer. So then the only process of elimination would be Endgame. And it's been said that the female co-stars don't like her. But yet her whole thing is female empowerment, but yet she clearly takes shots at her male and female counterparts. This is what we're ushering in, people. We are ushering in to Marvel this idea that they can do these stunts and that they can actually get away with it. But they let them enjoy it. Me and the various other people across these other channels are going to keep on bringing you guys facts and evidence, and you're going to be the judge with your own eyes. Okay? Look around. Look at everything. Just don't look at what other media outlets are posting. Look around. Search the internet. Google it, and you can pull up things. Because as far as I know, Google can't change its algorithm. Look up articles. Watch the Jimmy Kimmel interview. It's on YouTube. Probably one of the first things to pull up. Watch this person's demeanor. Watch her interview where she backtracks and tries to fix her statements. All of this negativity. And then go see the movie and realize, for what? Your agendas weren't pushed. Your writing was all over the place. And your character was subpar. Why protect this one particular film, this one particular individual? I don't get it. If you don't get it, then good. You're along the same boat as all of us here. But we will continue to keep on doing these. I'm up to almost 80 videos. I like to keep it balanced and do reviews and news and rants, but this thing has become bigger and taken on a life of its own, and I'm going to be objective about what I see with my eyes and relay it back to you. And you could choose to see the same thing, or you could just ignore it and choose to see what you want to see. But unlike these people who are attacking us, I'm not going to attack people back, because that's not my way, and that's not what I teach. I'm a martial arts instructor, and I teach kids about being tolerant. But yet our media is teaching them the opposite. They're teaching them to dislike a group because they're different, okay? And it's not right and it's not fair. But this is way off of my box office numbers. Will this movie do good? It will, but we got to see the second week. The second week is going to be the the determining factor. The second weekend, if there is the drop off we expect, it'll net a, it'll make it already broke even, so it's going to make a profit. But how much is the question that still remains. So please, for all of the people who watch this channel, judge with your own eyes and then make informed decisions. I was telling my little girl today, don't listen to what I tell you. Don't listen to what these media people tell you, or what the film industry or what your favorite entertainment tells you. You look, go in your mind, and make your own decisions. But in the meantime, I'll keep on telling the truth and hoping that people see it, see what's going on, process it, and then hopefully make an informed decision about the rest of their choices regarding this whole big, great shenanigans going on. Because that's what it is. It's shenanigans. And what's shenanigans, you might ask? That is a nice way of saying all this mess, all this garbage, all of this stuff that's happening. You know? So judge for yourself, people. But I'm going to keep on doing this for everyone on my channel. Thank you to all 70 subs that I have. I don't got to be a big channel to get my message out there. If I reach 1 or 2 people, then I've done my job to bring you guys an informative channel and to do reviews, honestly and from the heart. So if you have any reviews, post them on the comments below. If you like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the buzzer, and please let them know you are going to listen to a person with facts and truth and information, and not just pulling things out of the air and hoping that it's the truth. Truth is tangible, it's obtainable, it's fact based with logic and things that's already happened. So thank you very much. And as always, this is your humble host, Lee Cole IV, and I will see you at the movie.